Hello and welcome to the 63rd Annual Cerritos College Commencement Ceremony. I am Dr. Jose Fierro, President Superintendent of Cerritos College. Today begins recognition of our 2021 Falcon graduates, who will be honored through this ceremony, an online gallery to highlight the accomplishments of each graduate, and a commencement recognition event where graduates may receive their diploma cover. COVID-19 has presented many challenges to our communities, but current circumstances will not hold us back from celebrating what our 2021 graduates have achieved and the persistence and strength for they display to accomplish their goals. To begin our ceremony, Cerritos College would like to provide a land recognition to acknowledge the Tonga peoples as the traditional stewards of the land on which the college resides. As a public institution, we pay respects to their ancestors, the people, and their future generations for the ability to use this land to study and work. It is now my pleasure to introduce the members of the Board of Trustees, college leadership, and honor guests. Mr. James Scotty Berkey, President of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Chin Lu, Vice President of the Board of Trustees. Ms. Carmen Avalos, Clerk of the Board of Trustees. Ms. Marisa Perez, Member of the Board of Trustees. Ms. Mariana Pacheco, Member of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Zurich Lewis, Member of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Sandra Salazar, Member of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Johnny Wallace, Student Trustee. Ms. Valeria Escobar, ASCC President. Mr. Armando Avila, ASCC Vice President. Dr. Dilcy Perez, Vice President of Student Services. Mr. Rick Miranda, Vice President of Academic Affairs. Mr. Felipe Lopez, Vice President of Business Services. Dr. Adriana Flores Church, Vice President of Human Resources. Members of the Board of Trustees and all graduates, faculty, staff, administrators, and family members, thank you for joining us in the 63rd Annual Cerritos College Commencement Ceremony. We are here. The day you have been waiting for is finally here. And so is COVID-19. But aside from that, it is now to confer your degrees and certificates, a well-deserved reward for your hard work, dedication, and most importantly, the grit you have shown over the last year and a half. Your grit and determination make this day even more special than ever. So today, we celebrate you. Today, we are awarding 4,500 degrees and certificates. 4,400 degrees and certificates that exemplified Falcon pride, Falcon resilience, and your success. We also want to take a moment to celebrate your support team. None of us will be here today if not for the help of friends, family, faculty, employees, and many others that encourage us along the way to get us back on track and back on our feet. They provide us with words of encouragement when we were feeling down, and even fed us when we were hungry. So let's take a moment to thank them. Let's also remember to share this accomplishment with them. And when you are done listening to this speech, give them a call, send them a text, or whatever you do nowadays to communicate with each other. Even give them a hug, but only if the two of you have been vaccinated. Last year, around this time, we were halfway through 2020 and hoping to get 2020 done and over with. But today is different. Today, we are almost halfway through 2021 and hoping to get 2021 done and over with. Not really. Today is actually different. While we are not out of this pandemic yet, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. The economy is restarting. Many of our favorite places are opening. Vaccination plans are moving forward. So it seems like 2022 has a good chance of outdoing 2020 and 2021. I see this as a pivotal moment in our lives, and I truly believe that you are graduating during a special period of time. You are the graduating class that will be remembered as the post COVID graduating class. I do not think this is a bad thing. On the contrary, you are graduating with a set of skills that no other generation prior to yours developed. The grit, the determination, and the endurance you develop while living in a pandemic, while fighting for your education, will give you a competitive edge and a competitive advantage as you transition to your next chapter in your life. The personal tools you build during this time are akin to receiving a software update on your computer or cell phone. We all know it is irritating to receive a software update. When you get the notification of what needs to be done, you have to wait until you are in a place with good cell phone signal, or better yet, good Wi-Fi. You have to make sure your battery is over 50% charged and in a place where you can connect to the wall outlet. It is annoying, but dealing with it, sometimes we do it because we have to, because we don't have a choice. But it's usually because we know something good will come out of it. Once the software update is downloaded, installed, and complete, it usually takes us a little while to get used to it, especially when the changes from the previous version are significant. But you do get used to it, unless, of course, it is version 1.0 of a Windows product. You get used to the upgraded operating system. Well, at first, you may resist them. You will find yourself using the new functions that have been made available to you. And you continue to discover new things and new functions. Some of the new functions that you will find later on will make you feel like you're on a step ahead of the competition. New functions, whether they be on your phone or your computer or in your life, open a world of possibilities for your future. The new functions that you gained during the great pandemic will give you a competitive advantage. I'm talking about the skills you learn in this time that you don't even know you currently have, and that in the near future will allow you to see the world in a very different way. Many of you are already using some of the new functions. Many of you are already using some of those new skills that you learned during what will soon be known as the COVID era. Many of you have found your voices during this time and have been advocating for social justice, social reform, diversity, equity, and inclusion in ways you have never done before. Many of us see how this pandemic increased the social gaps that we have had and continue to exist in our communities. You have done something that collectively my generation could not accomplish. You made our local, state, and federal government listen to you, and as such, you are ensuring that the systemic inequalities we live with every day are addressed as we move forward. In fact, we must go back to several decades, to the 1950s, when we saw Rosa Parks starting what is known today as the Montgomery bus boycotts, or to the 1960s, with the historical march of Bloody Sunday at the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama, to see an entire generation bound together advocating for a better future for all. You are uniquely equipped to organize and advocate for change. Your unique perspective and skill set enabled you to generate real change in the near future. Yours and our experiences during the last year and a half will help us do just that, to trigger positive change. And trigger positive change we must do. Congratulations, graduating class of 2021. I will now like to introduce Ms. Valerie Escobar, President of the Associated Students of Cerritos College. Ms. Escobar.
Hello, class of 2021. My name is Valerie Escobar, and I am your student body president for the year 2020 to 2021. As I stand here with you all today, I am reminded of a quote by Maya Angelou. We may encounter defeat, but we must not be defeated. Through the past year, I'm constantly reminded of the quote. Through all of our hard work, commitment to our education, our college, and our classmates, we push through. We are often expected early on in our lives to know what we want to do, what we want to become, especially in our adulthood, to have a set path and to take a journey where it may lead us. I would like to take a moment to share my journey, which has led me here today. Before attending Cerritos College, I was constantly reminded, you have to go to a 4-year university, and you have to know what you want to do for the rest of your life. At 17, I thought I did. I thought that I was going to grow up, go to school, major in film, and become the next big director. Then I went to school with other students who were just as passionate about film and realized that I didn't want to do that anymore. I wanted something else. I realized that I had been too quick to decide on what path I wanted to take. And at 18, I realized I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I realized I didn't have it all figured out. To me, this was a defeat, and I left school. Ashamed and disappointed that I had let my family down, I started thinking of other options. Maybe school wasn't the path for me. Then, one day, driving home, I came across a sign that said Cerritos College, next exit. I thought I would give school one more try. I did research on what I wanted to do and the school that I would be attending. I went from a film major to a Chinese major to an environmental science major and to what I am now, a dental hygienist major. It took me 2 full years to fully understand what I really wanted to do. But I had help along the way, and I took advantage of our resources and was able to finish my general education while figuring it all out. I shadowed people in each field and realized that dental hygienist was where I wanted to be, was where I belonged. Cerritos College was my second chance. Had it not been for the people who encouraged me to never give up, to never feel defeated, I would not be standing here with you all today. I learned a lot during my time at Cerritos, and I know all of you have too. We've struggled together. We've endured together, and we had to fall and get back up sometimes, but we did it. This perseverance made me realize that it did not matter how many times we try. What matters is how many times we get back up and we keep pushing forward. It's not giving up on our dreams. It's not listening to that voice inside our heads that tells us to quit. No matter how many times we are told to do so or feel like we must. But we did it. This perseverance made me realize that every single one of you has encountered some sort of defeat. But you are standing here as a graduating class of 2021, which is a testament that while we may encounter many defeats, we will not be defeated. Life may throw us curveballs, like this virus, for example, disrupting lives, and creating obstacles in various aspects of our everyday lives. But this too we have and will continue to overcome. I could not be more honored to be graduating with such amazing individuals. We have not only prevailed over this year, but will continue to do so, whether it be in a four-year institution or the workforce, and onto our everyday lives. Thank you, class of 2021, for being exceptional students and never giving up. So congratulations, Falcons. Here's to many more defeats and even many more victories. And now, I would like to welcome our Faculty Senate President, Dennis Falcon.
Good evening. I'm Professor Dennis Falcon, President of the Faculty Senate. It is my honor, on behalf of the faculty, to present the Cerritos College Class of 2021, including those who will be receiving certificates of achievement, certificate of completion, associate in arts degrees, or the associate in science degree. These are significant accomplishments. Students being awarded the certificates have completed a specialized concentration of courses in a particular field. These courses have given them expertise in their field and readied them for employment or other pursuits after completion. Students receiving degrees have completed some 60 units. As with those who have earned certificates, they have completed a concentration in a specialty area or major. They have also completed a broad array of general education courses in English and mathematics, as well as the physical and natural sciences, the humanities, fine arts, and the social sciences. Now, I am proud to represent the faculty of Cerritos College, adjunct faculty, full-time faculty, from every division, every department, and every program. Over the past 25 years plus, I have truly come to appreciate the experiences that we share here. In recent years, I have taken to setting aside time in the last class meeting of every semester, back in the day when we actually met in classrooms. I set aside time to tell my students that it has been my honor to be their instructor. I know I speak on behalf of the approximately 800 faculty who teach at Cerritos College when I say it has been our honor, especially over this past year. You are extraordinary. Thank you, family, friends, ancestors, and future generations. Thank you very much. Now, as the Faculty Senate President, and on the recommendation of the faculty of Cerritos College, I am proud to present the Cerritos College Class of 2021 as candidates for graduation.
Dr. Chin Lu, I certify that the candidates for graduation have completed all the requirements for the associate degree in arts, associate of science degree, certificate of achievement, certificate of completion, and I, therefore, recommend that the Board of Trustees confer upon them their respective degrees and certificates.
By the power vested in me by the State of California and as the Vice President of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon graduates the degree or certificate in the area in which they have been presented with all the rights, responsibilities, and privilege appertaining thereto. I now pass this over to Dr. Fierro to provide our closing remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Lu. To all the candidates for graduation viewing this ceremony, it is now my special honor to ask those candidates who are able to please rise and be recognized. As a symbol of your academic achievement, you may now signify that you are a graduate of Cerritos College by moving your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left side. Congratulations, 2021 graduates.
As president of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to personally congratulate you. This last year has been a year unlike any other. And make no mistake, along with the word Cerritos College, the date 2021 on your diploma will forever be a special badge in your life. It will forever signal that you are someone who has grit, resilience, and can see light at the end of the tunnel even while others can't. If you can do this, Falcons, you can do just about anything. We are very proud of you. Felicidades and congratulations, class of 2021.